The main theme of Demon Slayer's entertainment arc is the duality of beauty and ugliness. Didn't expect to get right to the gist of it, did ya? But I tend to be a bit of a teaser. I wanted to get straight to the point today. So let's start with the entertainment district in general. At the first look of it, you will find it quite ethereally beautiful and magical. In the first episode of the arc, you're going to find a lot of shades of orange and purple, which are quite festive colors, if you will. However, during the day, the district feels kind of bland with dry colors, and also you will find a lot of moments with hidden places inside the district which are quite dark, so I'm mainly talking about the demon hideouts here. This all subconsciously makes us understand that beyond the beauty that we see at first sight, there is something far less appealing hidden behind it. The disappearance cases and the demon's presence is probably the best way to highlight that, because everybody's putting their beauty makeup to do their job and stuff, while just close to them, their sisters are literally vanishing. There's a very cynical point made here about the entertainment industry where you always have to put on your beauty look to the cost of reality most of the time. The tone of the first episodes is also quite a good way to put that idea forward, because our protagonists are showed in a light-hearted way having fun while, well, people are disappearing, and there is actually the alarming situation of Tengen's wives disappearing. On that same theme, let's talk about the sibling demons of this arc, Daki and Gyutaro, once again incarnating this theme to a T. Gyutaro is ugly but strong, whereas Daki is weaker but beautiful. The one interesting point brought here is that the two ideas are bound and live within each and every one of us, presented to us by the fact that both demons share the same body and life. This bind is also represented by literal family love, as shown in their flashback. Beauty cannot exist without the ugliness hidden behind it, and the ugly always shields a part of beauty within. As such, Gyutaro was able to find the will to live thanks to his sister, and Daki was able to sustain the beauty that she radiates thanks to her brother. In short, they loved each other. Beauty and ugliness love each other. You also kind of find this idea that in the world, the ugly tends to be kind of behind the scenes and do the dirty work, while the beauty is put forward but doesn't have as much input behind the scenes. And the point where it gets really interesting to me is when you put in parallel the demons with our protagonists. Let's start with the opposition between Tengen and Gyutaro. On a superficial level, they are polar opposites. Tengen is good-looking, full of energy and flamboyant, whereas Gyutaro is nonchalant, ugly and moody. The fascinating part of it is that they both come from similar places, with horrible things happening to both of their families. As such, both characters were thunderstruck by the ugliness of the world. However, they respectively took very different paths as a consequence of it. Tengen chose to make beauty shine around him, and to present himself at his most beautiful in many ways, while also choosing to see the beauty of this world first and foremost, despite his ugliness within. On the other hand, Gyutaro chose to make his ugliness radiate and took the path of erasing beauty, to the exception of the only beauty that he can accept and protect, his own sister. Another parallel is drawn between Tanjirou and Nezuko in one corner, and the demons in another. The parallel is again pretty obvious since we have two pairs of siblings, but what is it exactly telling us? This is explained in the last moments of the demons. Tanjirou's empathetic nature and will to see the beauty in the world made him connect to his sister on a deeper level, whether it is when she first became a demon and he didn't want to abandon her, or whether it is all the times where he chose to see the beauty within her and not the demon. That strength of conviction is also what allowed both Tanjirou and Nezuko to stay in the light and not doom themselves to the night like the demons did. Those are among the reasons why Tanjirou is the one standing at that moment. Although at some point you can sense that Gyutaro sees himself in Tanjirou, which makes him refuse to kill him because he sees himself in our young protagonist protecting his sister. Not only that, this will to see beauty from our hero is what pushes him to help two beings to find their ways, when they literally tried to kill him a few minutes ago. This bright light brought by Tanjirou allows a breakthrough to happen in the fight between the siblings and allow them to reconnect before they die. They're doomed to hell, but even in the ugliness of hell, they found true beauty to hold on to, each other. Also, their death means that some beauty has been restored to the world, which will allow Tengen to retire because he's done his part. By the way, Nezuko is kind of the embodiment of the perfect fusion between beauty and ugliness. A perfect fusion that the demons could never get even close to. The reason for that is because she's a cute little girl, but at the same time she's a powerful demon. She has demon tendencies, but she manages to fight them off, to use her strength to protect what represents for her true beauty, her brother. Lots of cool surprises in Season 2. Now I'm moving on to Season 3, but for today, that's going to be it. See you for another one.